Hello, my name is Deb DeWolff, and I'm here today at Cool Tools talking about polymer clay, and what we're going to be doing now is called caning. The caning technique is very well known to polymer clay artists. It's a technique that is used in many different ways, and it's a way of making designs that you can cut slices from, and the design goes all the way through the cane. So another cane that is very easy to make and also very useful as a design element is a striped cane. And today I'm going to make a striped cane using black and white. High contrast, always a good thing. So what I have here is two pieces of clay, a black piece of clay and a white piece of clay that have been run through the pasta machine on its thickest setting. And now what I'm going to do is put the two pieces together, and I'm going to trim them so that they're the same size. And you can do this with any size sheets of clay you want and any colors that you want. I just happen to like high contrast. So I have a black sheet and a white sheet together, and I'm going to run them through the pasta machine together. So now I have a black sheet and a white sheet run through the pasta machine together on the thickest setting. And what I'm going to do now is start stacking. So we're going to have stripes, black and white, black and white, black and white. When I stack them together, I'm not going to run them through the pasta machine again, but I will use my roller just briefly to make sure all of the air bubbles are out from the layers. And now I'm going to make the stack bigger again. I'll roll it again. And I'm going to continue this until I think I've either used up my clay or it's as thick as I want it to be. And I think I want to stop there for now. This isn't a round cane, although you could make it round if you wanted to, but you would lose some of the detail of the stripes. To reduce square canes, which is what this is, you use a little bit different technique. You can use the pinch method like we used on the round cane. You can also use your roller and keep turning it and stretching as you turn and roll each side individually. And reduce it that way. However, this cane I'm not going to reduce too much, because what I want to do is incorporate it into this jelly roll cane that we have. I'm going to wrap it around the jelly roll cane so that the jelly roll is the center, and it will have black and white stripes around the outside of it. So for that, what I want are a couple of sheets of black and white striped cane that are about the thickness of the thickest setting on my pasta machine. Okay, and I'm going to stick them together. And now I have a sheet of black and white stripes. And what I'm going to do with that is run that through my pasta machine on the thickest setting. I'm going to hold my finger against it so it doesn't get wider. But it did get a little longer. Now, I want to wrap this around this piece of jelly roll cane. And what you want to do, if you're going to wrap a stripe cane around a cane, don't ever put it around the cane so that the stripes are going crosswise or perpendicular to the length of the cane. When you slice into it this way, and you won't get the cane effect or the stripe effect. So you want the stripes to run lengthwise to the cane that you're wrapping it around. And this is almost the right size, but you can see there's a little bit of a gap between the two edges of cane. So what that means is I'm going to, oops, we came apart a little bit there. That's okay. We'll put them back together. What I'm going to do is reduce this jelly roll cane just a little bit so that my sheet of stripes just fits around the jelly roll. And it won't take reducing too much because it was almost the right size. So it's not going to take much of a reduction. Let's see if we're there now. Yep. So you can see that the two edges of the stripes are going to meet. And I'm going to very gently tease the edges together. Now, it would also help in doing this if I could have let it rest overnight, because the clay would be a little bit cooler and it would hold the detail better. But I think we're good. Okay, so now I have black and white stripes around the jelly roll. And you can put other colors of clay on the outside of this if you want. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We're going to put a thin layer of black all the way around the outside of the stripes now. So I'm going to take some black clay and let's make a thin layer of black around the outside. So I'm going to reduce the setting on my pasta machine so that it makes the black clay a thinner sheet than the thickest setting. I went down 3 steps and we're going to cut some black clay, and then we're going to cut it the width cut it as wide as the cane is long, and make a nice sharp edge to start it. Take your blade and tease up that edge and wrap it around your cane. Now when you get to the other side, if you just touch the black clay to the other side, it will leave a mark, and that's where you're going to cut, because that's where you know it's touching the other edge, so it's the right size. And then you're going to butt the edges up together, and we can use our rod tool to close the seam. So now we have a cane that's a jelly roll in the center with a sheet of black and white stripes around that and a sheet of plain black around the outside.
Visit our Learning Center at cooltools.us for more cool jewelry making videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and be sure to sign up for our email list to be the first to hear about new videos, new products, and other cool stuff from Cool Tools.